Hello, today I'm going to show you how to animate a bouncing ball using 3D Max. If you have opened a file before and you want to open a new file, it is better to use the Max icon, 3D Max icon over here, and then you click reset. And then if you want to save it, or if you don't want to save it here, I don't need to save it. So after that, you'll get here a small window which shows if you want to reset or no. It's better to reset to set everything into the default window. After that, I'm going to choose here on the object type, I'm going to choose a sphere. I'm going to make a small sphere like this. And then I'm going to, as you see here, I have clicked select and move. And then I'm going to adjust to which position I want it to be. So when I adjust at the top, I adjust and then check, do I need to adjust from the front view and the left view also, or no? But for me, because I try to make it as in the middle point using 0. If I have, I can make it in two ways to adjust. But if I have clicked here 0 on the x-axis and y-axis, then the position, it will be a bit different than to what I need. So after positioning to what I want, I'll go to render setup, because I want to make the render in mental ray. So I'll be choosing here the mental ray setup before I forget, and then enter into the material editor, because in material editor, if you use scaling and mental ray, there are different textures, and I want some kind of textures which are not in scaling. So here I'll do force two-sided. I'll tick here. After that, I'll go to the end, and here there is a scan line render. I'll choose mental ray. I have double clicked it. After that, I'll close it for now, this one for the initial setup for the render. After that, I'll go to material editor. I can either click the material editor icon, or else, like here now I have clicked the material editor, or just press M. M, it is a shortcut for the material editor. And then here you have two modes. Some of you might get this mode, which we're not going to use it. We're going to use the compact material mode. This one is called Slate Material Editor, but we're going to use the compact material editor. So click compact material editor, and then here there is standard. On standard, I'm going to click because I want to make it look as if it's a plastic ball. I want to give the feeling that it is a plastic, not a normal mate or any kind of ball. After that, I'll go to architectural. I press OK. Once it opens for me, it chooses the material. Here, user defined plastic. Here I have chosen plastic, so here it will show as if it's plastic. And as you can see here, when choosing the color, or when choosing what material you want, each this spheres show the image how it will look like once you apply this material. So here it shows it will be gray and it will be plastic. But I don't want it to be gray color. As you can see here, I have clicked on diffuse color, and now I'm going to choose which color. If you will realize, while choosing the color, here it is changing. Here it shows how the color looks like. So I wanted to make it a blue color, like that. And here I have finished choosing, so I'll press OK. After pressing OK, I'll drag this material to where I want to apply it, which is on the sphere, and I'll close the window of the sphere. Now we're going to go for the animation. When animating, you will be choosing which kind of view you want. Like here, I want to use the perspective view. And then here there is a small rotation, which I can rotate to how it will look like. I'll be using the front view. It is the same as if I'm using this view, but to me it will be a bit different. So I'm going to make it like that. Okay. And then I'll go here. As you can see here, down, there is from 0 to 100. This is the timeline of the frames. It will show how many frames you have chosen or you're working on. You can increase more than 100, but the default one, it will be 0 to 100 when you start working on it. And here you drag the number of frames, like when you want to animate or if you want to see how it will look like. It is like the play button when you're watching movies or anything like that. So this one, but instead of being only just a button, a slider, it will be with the numbers showing how many frames. Like here, 1, this is the first frame, like that. Up till here, it will show 100. It will be showing the number of the frames. So now we're going to go to here. We're going to press Auto key. Pressing Auto key, it means that whenever I do anything on the ball, it will affect the key, so it will put a point. Right now, as you can see here, there is no point because I haven't chose anything. Right now, I haven't do anything. But if you realize also, there is no any points showing, as if nothing has happened. So I'll need to put set keys to put the initial point. It didn't come now when I press the set keys because I haven't selected anything. But now once I select the ball and press set key, you'll realize here, let me move just this one a bit. You'll realize here that it is it has shown different color. It shows that there is a points which have been recorded. So now we're going to start animating. The animation here, it can be manually or digitally. What I mean is that here I'm taking the 10th frame and then I want to see the ball flying. So in here, if you can see, the ball is up. Let me use the pan view to be able to see it correctly. Okay. So here I have lifted the ball and I'm telling it to go this side a bit. Okay, so here it has automatically recorded because I'm using the auto key, not the set key. The set key is the manual editing, but I'm using the automatic editing for, automatic keying for the keys. After that, I'm going to go to frame 20 and I want the ball to be dropped down. So this is how the ball it will be dropped down. Okay, after that, and 30, I want the ball to go up again. Oops, sorry. And let's make it, we'll use the pan again to move it. So after that, we're going back to the select move and here, 30. Okay, here it's 29, so I've made a mistake, but no problem. After that, 40, I want it to go down and to go a bit like that. So now, as you can see the animation here, how it will look like. So, because if I make any single movement to the sphere, it will be affected in the animation. So I have finished animating. I have finished putting the points where I want it to be. So I'll close the auto key. I'll press it again to close it, and I can press here. You'll see the controls of go to start, previous frame, and this one are the controls for the frame. Go to start means letting it to go at the beginning of the frame, and here I'm going to play the animation to see how it will look like. As you can see in the perspective view, I'll do it again. The ball is bouncing. Okay, so here I have already animated the ball, how it will look like. Now I want to check from different kind of views how it will look like. So I'll be changing with this square which has rounds around it. So I'll say play. It will show me only how it will animate. It won't move with the ball. So now I have animated the video. I mean the sphere. The ball now it is bouncing. I have made it for 40 frames, and now I want to render it. At first we have went to render setup to make it as a mental ray and to make force two-sided. Again, we have to go to the render setup for the animation. Here we'll be doing different things, which are here you'll see time output, here frames. I will say that I want the number of frames which to collect, which will be from 0 to 40. So here I'm going to put type 0 to 40. Okay, and then here the output size, as to which size I want to make it. I'll choose HDTV. I'll choose 128 by 320 by 180. Just I want a small one to show and check that everything. Yeah, here the save file, render output to where the file it will be saved of the render. So I'll click here files, and then I'll go here. I'll type where the file I want it to be. It will be here 3D Max output, as it will always happen. You can choose anywhere you want, but I'm choosing this file to put it. So I'll click here. Sorry, here is the save in. So I'm saving it in one of my files called scenes. So here I'll write the file name, which is bouncing ball. I'll choose the format which I want to use it. I'll use AVI. Okay, after that I'll click save. The first time it will have this window, little window. I'll click uncompressed and just click OK. And I'll click here now to render. I need to make sure that it is on the right place where I want it to be. So it will be quad perspective. But just wait a minute, I need to check something that it is okay. Okay, because it will take how my, I think maybe it will take how my perspective panel will be looking like. So I wanted to make sure that it goes the correct way, which I want it to look like. So I'll click render, and now we're going to wait for the render to happen. I will pause the video for a minute until when the animation finishes. Thank you. Hello, I'm back again, and I have finished to make the render. So now we're going to the file which I have saved it. So here, this is the file bouncing ball. So this is how it will look like. So this is how I have the animation was made, which I have chosen. So I hope this video was useful, and thank you.